Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is obviously very festive. I am in a very festive mood, even though it's only the start of November. But I just love glitter around the Christmas period, and I just think that this look is really pretty. It's great for Christmas, but it's great for also a night out as well. And yeah, I feel like it's really smoky and sexy, and I love it. I love the way it turned out, and I hope you guys love it too. As always, all of the products will be listed in the description box down below, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon as well, and that'll give you notifications every time I post. And with that being said, let's just get into the tutorial. So the first shade I'm going to take is from the Jaclyn Hill palette again. And I'm going to take this one right here, so it's the third one in on the top row. And I'm just taking that on a Backstage Beauty large eye blender brush. And I'm just going to start working that through the crease and up towards the brow bone. And I'm taking that quite high up as well, just because I want there to be like quite a small gap where the highlight of the brow bone is, because I want this look to be really blown out. And I'm taking that underneath the eye as well on the same brush. And the next shade I'm going to take is this one right here. It's like a nice desert brown. And I'm taking that on a Morphe M514 brush. And then I'm just taking that exactly the same through the crease. And then I'll blend it out up towards the brow bone as well. And I'm also building up in the inner corner. It's just something I really like to do recently. I feel like it makes your eyes look a really nice shape, and it just gives you like a really nice grungy, moody look. And then again underneath the eye as well. I actually got some new brushes and they are so nice. I got a few from Morphe and I got a few from Backstage Beauty, and they are just divine. There's nothing better than new brushes. And then I'm just going back in with my Backstage Beauty brush, just around the edges, just to make sure it's nice and diffused and everything is buffed out really nicely. So the next shade I'm going to take is this warm brown right here. And it's really nice, it's like a nice red based brown, and I'm taking that under Zoeva 224. And then I'm just going to focus this one more into the crease area. And because this one has a very warm undertone, it's going to help us to blend out the brown that we're going to put on the lid, because that one has more of a cool undertone. And then again, I'm taking that underneath the eye as well. And then I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M514 and a little bit of that desert brown shade, just to help blend the edges. It also helps to blend the colour upwards a little bit without it getting too out of control, because I do want to keep it nice and blown out. So I want to take the blend up as high as I can. Now I'm just going to take a clean brush, and this one is the Backstage Beauty Eye Blender. So this one is quite a different shape blending brush to the other one. So the other one is more of like a tapered fluffy brush, and this one's a slightly more oval shaped one. And I'm just going to take that around the edges. And although this one is still really fluffy as well, it's a little bit flatter, so it's a little bit more precise. That's why it's really great around the edges. It would also be great if you wanted to build up in the crease as well. So now I'm going to start packing the colour onto the lid, and I'm just going to take this NYX brush. I think it's the number 13 brush, so it's just like a little flat, slightly fluffy brush. And I'm taking this shade right here, so it's this nice deep cool brown, and I'm just gonna pack that on. The really nice thing when I was doing this, I noticed there's hardly any fallout, like if any at all. I didn't see any little specks on my face. I was being a little bit careful, but yeah, it was really good. No fallout. And I'm starting on the inner corner, and I'm just gonna work my way across the lid. So now I've packed that onto the lid, I'm going to go back in with my Zoe 224 and a little bit of that warm brown shade. I'm going to start to buff out that cool brown shade and work it up into the crease. And then I'm going back in with my large blender brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the desert brown shade as well. Now I'm going to go back in with the NYX brush and that cool brown shade that we used on the lid. And I'm just going to start stamping that underneath of my eye. So I'm pressing it and I'm almost like wiggling it as well, just to really get the pigment on there. And I really want it to go in between my lashes. And then again, back in with my 224 and the warm brown shade, just around the edges. And that is the eyeshadow done. So now I'm just going to do a winged liner. I'm going to use my Illamasqua Precision Gel Liner. I think I might have like an allergy to either my lash glue or tattoo liner from Kat Von D, because every time I wear liner and lashes, I'm always wearing Kat Von D and I always end up with swollen like lash line. It goes all dry and flaky and it's just irritated. And I've changed my lash glue like 3 times and I've now gone back to the one that I was using, that I've used forever, that's never done this to me before, and I'm still getting it. So I'm switching back to my old fave, which is the Illamasqua one, and I'm just gonna see if it still does it, because I would hate to be allergic to all lash glue. I can't live without lashes. I would just have to live with irritated eyes forever. So I'm just taking some of that on an angled brush and I'm pressing it into the lid to make sure that I can get the brush really fine. And it also warms up the product a little bit, so it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And I'm just gonna go ahead and draw the wing. I think this brush is like the worst brush ever, but I can't find the brush that I usually use with gel liner. It's very annoying. This is taking a long time. Now that the wing is done, I'm just going to do the glitter line. The glitter I'm going to use is from Make It Forever. It's number 11. And I'm mixing it with the Lit Clear Adhesive, just on like a really thin brush. And then I'm just going to trace along the top of the wing. The lashes I'm going to use are the Lily lashes in the style Sydney, and I'm just going to glue them up, and then while they dry I'll put my mascara on. And the mascara I'm using is the Velvet Noir by Marc Jacobs, not Mike Jacobs. I'm just going to pop my lashes on. Does anybody else have this problem where one side of their hair will style really nicely and then one side just is like a fucking dead fish? Like, I've curled this like 4 times I've killed this once. Why? Oh, I need to know why. So now I'm just going to finish this look off with a lip, and I'm just going to use my favourite nude of all time, No Shade by Dose of Colours in the Desi X Katie collection. And I'm going to line it with Oak from MAC. And then I'm just going to line, and then I'll go back in with the lipstick to blend. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys loved this video. As always, all of the products will be listed in the description box down below, and also leave me a comment to let me know what you want to see next. You can also follow me on all of my other socials. They will be down in the description box as well, as they always are. And with that being said, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.